I was disrespectful.
Y'all two was disrespectful. How about y'all two have this conversation? I don't need to be here.
How about you just sit down, please?
I already got it.
That's the typical Marcel, the narcissist, yeah. The controller. For me, I feel like Tisha, she doesn't have a say-so in their relationship. You know, you shouldn't force her to sit here. You shouldn't force her to be in a conversation amongst men if she don't want to be.
What? I just want to come down here, knock on y'all door for a minute to talk to y'all. Because I know this man, no. The fan base that is watching this show pretty much been watching this show from the beginning. Or even if they have not been watching this show from the beginning, they have a relatively assessment of who you are, a relatively accurate assessment of who you are. And the consensus is that you, sir, Martell, LaVar, Holt, is a typical narcissist. Now, the majority of us are not psychologists or clinical psychologists, and we're not able to diagnose you professionally. But if anyone does any type of research or educating themselves as to what or how a narcissist moves, they will be able to assess that you present or exhibit the, if not all, of the characteristics. And the nerve of you to sit up here and tell us to our face that someone else is a narcissist is laughable. Like, ha ha, he he, ho ho, LOL, LMAO. Are you kidding me, man? Sir, you have no room to tell us that someone else is a narcissist because he asked his wife to stay. Now, granted, Marceau talks to Letitia like a child. And she behaves like a child with him. It does not represent an adult man and an adult woman in a marriage. It represents a father talking to a daughter. That's how it comes across. That's how it's been coming across for years. Is Marceau a narcissist? I don't see that he's the atypical narcissist. He doesn't need someone to compliment him. He can compliment himself. He doesn't need someone to feed his ego. He doesn't care like that. On the other hand, sir, you need narcissistic supply. You need someone to feed that narcissistic appetite that you have. Martell, LaVar, Holt. Without someone feeding that narcissist appetite, you will spiral out of control, or you don't know how to act, or you will attack. See, the way Marceau is showing up in this moment where it appears he's not protecting his wife by letting you say all these things like she's slow, um, um, that yeah, anyone would want to have a wife like her who's gonna let her husband do anything. All these jabs that you're taking at him, it's an attempt to get him to respond, because that's the goal, for him to respond. That's what's going to feed your appetite. And Marceau, although it's jarring that he doesn't appear to be protecting his wife, okay, why she want to say my protector, okay, girl, but it is jarring that he does not appear to be protecting his wife. It is also a tactic that you need to use to combat a atypical narcissist like Martell. He's actually doing what most people need to do when it comes to Martell, is not fucking reply to his dumb ass. Okay? Because when you reply, when you spiral, when you crash out with him, he's won. In his mind, he feel like he's won. So that's why he uh abruptly stormed out, because he was not getting what he needed from that conversation. He was not getting his narcissistic appetite was starving. Marceau actually did a good job in starving his narcissistic appetite. Now, let's get to the part of uh, Marceau protecting his wife. Again, like I said, it is jarring that it appears that he's not protecting his wife. In that moment, he did the right thing. Now, the protection comes in. Do you continue to allow your wife to be in this space where she is going to be ridiculed, disparaged, or embarrassed by, um, let's just say, a coworker? Because a lot of this is affecting her. Now, do you just sit back and continue to let this happen? Well, how do you protect her in this moment? Do you just continue to let him speak this way, or you not say anything about the way he's speaking? Now, let's just be clear. The way you responded was the correct way in dealing with a narcissist. Now, do you go to Carlos King and say, hey, man, we're not going to be continuing to be in these spaces with him, and he's going to be talking shit about my wife or about me? Or do you say, Carlos King, we go so Gucci and exit, right? Do you remove yourself from this platform? What do you do? How do you protect her? If you're not going to protect her against Martell words and venom in that moment, what do you do? Or do you just let her absorb it and take these hits? You have to do something. Because she's not going to be the one to say, let's leave the show. She's going to follow your lead. She needs you because she's a male identified woman who cannot make decisions without your approval. Okay? So she needs you to say, okay, it's time to leave this show. I am tired of people hurting your feelings. I'm tired of you I'm tired of letting someone come in your face and disparage you. I'm tired of him saying things to you that make you question our relationship, our marriage. So let's get out of here. Is the money worth it? The only reason why you would stay in an environment like this is for the money. Because it's not healthy. It's not definitely not healthy for your wife. She's going to put on a front, but like she's been doing for since day one, she's been putting on a front because everybody has, said things about her that has been hurtful, so to speak. And the fact of the matter is, you've never really protected her against that because you are basically the cause. You know what I'm saying? You are the cause, sir. She is crying because of you. Because some of that stuff that people are saying is correct. Now, Martell's saying, continuously saying, oh, we did XYZ with women. He ain't talking about recently. He's talking about stuff prior to the divorce of him and Mel, I believe. And it's hard to say maybe he's telling the truth because he lies so much, but it's plausible. And if I'm Letitia, I am at the point where I'm over this shit. I'm over being told to my face that my husband is a cheater, that my husband was out here with other women, that I'm slow, I'm a doormat. I'm constantly being ridiculed for how I show up in this marriage. I'm doing it right now. I hope she don't watch this. Don't watch this, Letitia. Don't come to YouTube. Don't do it, baby girl. Stay off social media. I think she pretty much knows that a lot of people are not going to um identify with how she shows up in that marriage. Because I know my sentiment is pretty much echoed across these YouTube streets. And if you're not, maybe you identify. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, I know and even if she does stay off of the platforms, YouTube, Twitter, some of that stuff still percolate through to her, you know? And that is not healthy. I'm not going to continue. If it was me, I wouldn't continue to be on a platform where I'm continually being disparaged and ridiculed. And I'm not, and I've, I've leaned into who I want to be or how I want to show up. She wants to show up as the pick me wife, the rich wife, and her existence is only validated by her connection to Marceau. Oh man. And she's leaned into that. Okay? She's actually owning it right now. Right? He's my protector. Oh girl. Okay. Your protector will get you the fuck off this show if he's protecting you. Right? Clock that T. I'm out. It's your girl, Clicks and Views. It was just a little short chit chat. I will definitely try to come back for a full review of this show. It's so many layers that's going on in this show. It's a lot. You have to really like sit down and talk maybe for an hour just to go through the layers of the complex um relationships between these people. But I just want to come down here for Mr. Despicable He and trying to say that somebody else is a narcissist. Man, please. Anyway, tell me what you think about it. Tell me how you feel about Mr. Martell. Am I wrong with my assessment about Letitia and Marceau and if he's actually protecting her? Am I wrong? Tell me what you think about this short chit chat. Even if you don't want to tell me, just like the video. You can do it. I know you can. Especially if you got this far and you thought my commentary was interesting or thought provoking. Do me a favor and like the video. It's your girl, Clicks and Views. I'm out.
You have just experienced a CNV